So here we have it. See how I've cut it away like a dish. But I'm going to flip this dish over because I want to show you what's in it and what is on the other side of it as well. Okay. Okay, first of all, do you see this puddle? It's not water. That drained out of the eye, and it is fluid that fills the back part of the eye, and it is called the aqueous humor. Now there's another, I don't want to call it a fluid because it's more of a gel in the eye. It's in the front of the eye, and this one still has some retina attached. In fact, it's another humor, but it's not aqueous, it's not watery, it's more jelly-like. Can you see how jelly that is? And the browner parts are the edges of the retina that are got attached to that. But this is gel-like substance called the vitreous humor. So you have the aqueous humor and the vitreous humor. Okay, there's another main anatomical feature that I think we all know about, but none of us have probably ever seen. And that's this thing. Check that out. This is the lens of the eye, which is suspended in the front of the eye, behind the pupil, behind the cornea, surrounded by iris. So that's where the lens would be, and there's some features, some anatomy that keeps control of the lens in that position. Normally the lens would be more clear than this. It's been discolored by the preservative that this tissue has been kept in. Okay, so we also have this really interesting feature that controls the entry of light into the eye, the iris. So the iris is the tissue surrounding the opening of the eye. That's this tissue here, and in the middle there is an opening that leads to the surface, the outside surface of the eye. So there's the cornea. I'm going to remove the iris and the tissue that is attached to the iris. I think this tears out easily. There we have the iris and the tissue that attaches the iris to the inside of the eye. And that tissue is called the ora serrata because it's got a sculpted or scalloped edge. You can see little lines radiating out, serrated, ora serrata. And then this inner portion is the iris. Now, if this was still in the eyeball, this portion here, where you can see the cornea, we would have, oops, get rid of that. We would have the lens delicately attached to the ora serrata by ligaments and muscles that control the shape of the lens and hence the focus of the lens. And you can't see those, but they've been torn away. They're probably attached to this mess I made here.